If you clicked on this video, you obviously want to know what the easiest way to get a girlfriend that lasts is. And I understand completely. In our society today, it can be very hard to get an actual quality girlfriend. I mean, personally for me, it took me years just to get my first girlfriend. And even after all the work I put in just to get my first girlfriend, my first relationship only lasted 2 months. Fast forward to today though, I'm in the most successful, most healthy, and most fulfilling relationship I've ever been in. And the only way that I've been able to get to this point is by applying the information you're about to learn in this video. So make sure to watch to the end, because this information could potentially change your life and get you the girl of your dreams. But in order to get the girl of your dreams, what you first need to understand is what women want. And do you have what they want? Just off the bat, before I even tell you what women want, do you think you're the type of person that women would want anyway? Because if you don't know what women want, and if you also don't even think that you're the type of person that women would want to be with, then we've got some work to do. But that's alright, because I was in your exact same shoes. So what do women want? Well, obviously, they want a partner who is valuable. They want to be with someone who they can look at and actually feel as if they are lucky to be with that person. And I know this is obvious information, but when you actually look at it, most people don't really understand this. Most people think that people will just love them for them, despite the character traits and the flaws they have that are undesirable. But the real truth is that just like how you want a partner that you want to be able to look at and feel like they're desirable, feel like they're valuable, the girl you want is going to want the exact same thing. And this means all relationships are about a value exchange. They're all about a give and take based off of the value you two are bringing to each other. You know, at the end of the day, we all have our expectations, our desires, our needs. And if you're with someone, they have their own set of expectations, desires, and needs that they're going to expect you to fulfill for them. So straight off the bat, if you don't meet the desires and the needs of someone else, then they're probably not going to consider you as a possible partner, because to them, you don't have enough value in their eyes and they don't see you as a good potential match. But if you're some of the guys that do meet these requirements and you have no problem getting girls, but you have issues with them leaving, well, it's probably because you're not continuing to meet those desires, those expectations, those needs that your partner has. You see, a common misconception a lot of people have is that once they get in a relationship, everything is easy from then on out. They think that once they're in a relationship, they're with their person and they're just going to love them for who they are. And this is a really great thought, but it's just not true. This is fairy tale thinking. The reality of the situation is that when you get in a relationship, you actually have to try harder, because now that you're in a relationship, you have expectations, desires, and needs that you want to be met and the other person wants to be met as well. The most important thing that not only women, but people want is value. Think about it. Why are you even watching this video right now? Because you're going to get something out of it. Every single interaction you have is the exact same way, and women are no different. So why am I even telling you all this? What is the purpose of this? Well, when you understand that all your interactions are really just based off value, then you can start to understand that if you're not having success with the woman you want, that you either need to raise your value so they can start seeing you as a valuable partner that they would want to be with, or you need to lower your standards and start going for women who see you as valuable right now. And obviously most people don't want to lower their standards, I understand. So that's why I'm gonna tell you how to raise your value so you can start getting the girls you want. So I know to most of you this is gonna sound weird, but the best way to get a girlfriend is actually by not trying to get a girlfriend. And the reason I say this is because as men, we're very action oriented. When we want something, we try and go get it. That's just how we do things. But when it comes to women, it's usually the opposite that works. When it comes to women, you really just want to think of them as a cat. I know at least some of you have a cat. So as you know, if you try and run after a cat, it's gonna run away. You have to wait and let it come to you. Girls are the exact same way. So if you're trying to pursue a girl and she's not giving you anything back, she obviously just doesn't see you as a potential partner. And you can keep trying to go down the route of over pursuing and trying to show her how much you like her and how much of a great person you'd be, or you can actually do what works. And I say all this because I used to think that if I just over pursued and if I just showed her how much I liked her, then obviously she'd like me back. I had to learn the hard way and realize that this is not the case. But what I did learn from over pursuing girls and just getting rejected flat out most of the time was that instead of over pursuing her and turning her off, what you need to do is just start focusing on yourself as a man and raising your value. A good analogy that I give to you guys that I think might hammer home this idea is that as a man, you want to view yourself as a bright flame, and you want to start viewing women as moths. If your flame or your value is high, then it's going to be very easy to start attracting moths around you. You don't even have to do anything. You can just go about your day and be who you are, and they'll be just attracted to you. But if your flame is very weak, if your flame is not giving off any heat, well then all the moths that you want to go for and all the moths that you want around you, they're not going to be interested because they get no value from you. They get no heat from you. Instead of trying to pursue women that aren't giving you any interest, you should start pursuing yourself. Start pursuing your dreams. Start pursuing your goals and building yourself, building your flame so you give off more heat and you start attracting more moths or women who are attracted to what you have and what you have to offer. It's a very simple concept, and if you apply this concept to your life, you're gonna see exactly what I mean when I say women start coming to you instead of you having to go to them. Now, if you have any brief questions, put them in the comments below and I'll try and answer it. Or if you're really serious and you truly want to learn how to get a girlfriend that lasts, sign up for a one-on-one coaching with me down below. Also, make sure to download my free ebook that I made to specifically help you navigate and understand the 10 secret stages of success you'll 100% be going through on the way to achieving your goals. You can find the links to both of these in the description or the pinned comment down below. And now that you know that you need to raise your value to start getting the woman you want, the next thing you need to understand is what even is value. You have external value, which is the value that attracts people to you from a physical sense. These are things like your body, your money, the clothes you wear, cars, titles, etc. The things people can look at and see instantly, and things that show that you can provide for another individual. Now, the second type of value is your internal value. This is a value that most people don't even realize exists or don't ever really even pay attention to. This is the type of value that usually comes from your sense of self, your charisma, your social skills, your intelligence, your emotional maturity, your compassion. All of these things are internal qualities that can only be experienced through actually spending time with someone. On top of this, society really only conditions us to focus on our external value, to focus on the things we can amass outside of ourselves. And as a result, a lot of people fall into the trap of only building their external value while entirely neglecting their internal value. You can really see this going on in people who like to flaunt what they have, right, and use it as a way to attract people into their lives. And obviously there's nothing inherently wrong with this. If this is the way you want to do it, then that's completely fine. But if you do flaunt your external value as a means to attract people into your lives, then you have to accept the fact that the people you attract are most likely only going to want to be with you for what you can give to them. These people are only going to want to take from you because that's how you've advertised yourself. In other words, you're very likely to attract gold diggers. This is why, in my opinion, yeah, of course, you want to build up your external value, but you don't want to show it off. Unless you want to attract partners that want you for your wealth and not what's inside. If you really want to attract a quality partner that lasts, what you should be doing is building up your external value, of course, but you should also be building up your internal value at the same time and leading with your internal value. By doing this, you may not be the most alpha, loudest person in the room, but the people and potential partners you do attract to you will be quality people who don't care so much about what you can superficially give to them. The type of people you attract will care far more about your internal value and who you are as an individual, which is obviously what you want if you're looking to find a quality girlfriend that lasts. This is how you attract a partner who actually loves you, loves you for what's inside here and not just what's outside here. So now that we know how to attract a quality partner, the next obvious step is to start raising our value. But how do we raise our value? Now, of course, value is subjective and there are infinite ways to raise your value. And I have a couple of videos exactly on this that you can click to watch on the screen above. This video will show you how to do things that will universally help you raise your value. But the real truth is that value is dependent upon what you love. When you do what you love, you will be one of the most valuable people on the planet. Obviously, everybody has their opinion on what raises your value and what doesn't raise your value. But all these opinions are just based on what these people think and what they value subjectively. That's why you want to start focusing on doing the things you value, doing the things that you love, and getting better at those things and building your life around those things. And by doing so, you will raise your value around these things and attract people who are in alignment with the things you're doing. So let's just say you love fishing. Build a lifestyle around fishing and become the best fisher you can become. Eventually, you'll attract people into your life who also love fishing and share the same values as you. These people will see that you love what you're doing and will see how great you are, and they'll admire you and want to be with you. And you can use this example for any profession. When you do what you love and you get amazing at it, you will attract people who love you for that, guys and girls. You'll attract friends and great potential partners. The point is, do what you love. And if you don't know what you love to do, then you need to start figuring that out. Because when you tap into doing the things that you love, you're tapping into the energy of passion. And when you're in that state and building your life around that state, you are one of the most valuable, attractive people on the planet. Because you're doing what you were put here to do. And guess what? Only you can do what you were meant to do the best. And when you do what you love, you attract people who are in alignment with what you're doing and who love you for you. Guys, this is the place you want to be in. And I know this might not be the most traditional way of getting a girlfriend the quickest, but I can guarantee you that long term, this is the easiest way to get a quality girlfriend that lasts. Because by doing what you learned in this video, not only are you raising your value, which will inevitably make you more attractive to the opposite sex, but you're also building a lifestyle from authenticity that you love, which will always attract to you partners who love you for you and not for what you can give them. By the way, along your journey to getting a girlfriend that lasts, you're also gonna want to understand how to become more selfish. Because contrary to popular belief, selfishness is exactly what you need to maintain a healthy, long-lasting relationship with your partner.